Hey, Brick, there's obviously the Davante trade has been announced. I'm curious to get your reaction. When did you know that was going down, and what is your reaction to getting a player like that?
Yeah, I didn't find out until not too long ago, but I'm ecstatic, super excited. Not only an elite player, as we all know, but the relationship with him and Aaron just takes his value to a whole other space for us. So I'm super excited, and got an opportunity to actually meet him this morning, which was even better. You know, I knew him obviously from tape and everything that we've seen as a football player, but to get to know the man a little bit this morning was special. Like, you can just feel it on him. Just not only that elite player, but an elite human being and teammate. So excited him to get him into the mix.
Yes. What can he bring to this offense that maybe wasn't there? Or how can he enhance the guys around him like Garrett and things like that?
Yeah, I think the best thing, you know, I was fortunate enough in San Francisco to be around Terrell Owens and Jerry Rice, and to see firsthand all that Jerry taught T.O. You know, Jerry at the time was in his 18th year, whatever it was, but so established and understood the game at the highest level. I think Davante is going to provide that same thing for Garrett and for all of our receivers. You know, he's done this at an elite level for a long time, and on top of all of it, you're going to see exactly, you know, that the reflection of a relationship with Aaron, how the synergy that they've had for so long. So it's an exciting time to be a Jet in that way.
Jeff, Davante said when he was on with Aaron on McAfee that, you know, he's feeling good, that he should be ready to roll. Is it realistic that he could play for you guys on Sunday night?
I hope so, but it's too early to assess right now. It really is.
When you say too early to assess, Brick, do you mean because of his hamstring, or more of the X's and O's acclimating standpoint?
I'd imagine a little bit of both, you know, so we'll see how the week goes, and hopeful that'll play, but no promises at this point.
Jeff, what was the mood like today? I mean, obviously you guys are not happy that you lost, but then you get news that, you know, a game changer is in your building.
Say it again. Repeat the question. I'm sorry.
What was the mood in the building today? I mean, obviously you're upset that you lost, but then you find out you have a game changer in the building now on offense.
Yeah, no players in the building today, obviously, but from a coaching staff perspective, a ton of excitement. Especially when you got guys like Hack that knows this guy intimately and all that he brings on and off the field.
What becomes of Mike Williams now? Does he just, first of all, how is he? I mean, with his injury, and secondly, I mean, what becomes of him role wise?
Yeah, he got evaluated for a head, and he cleared the concussion protocol. So from that standpoint, he's good to go. You know, I think we'll figure that out in the next couple of days, how all these pieces kind of fit together. It's an exciting and a good problem to have, because we've got a lot of different guys with a lot of different skill sets that can do a lot of different things. So Todd and his staff will have, you know, some sleepless nights with some good problems.
Jeff, what do you confirm that they gave Hassan Reddick permission to look at a trade? It doesn't necessarily mean he's not going to be a Jet, but like, do you still view it as a possibility that you could coach him at some point?
In all honesty, I got a lot of respect for Hassan and all he's been as a football player, but he's not in the building. So let's talk about the guys that are here, you know.
Jeff, when you looked at the red zone last night, were there any common themes you saw? I know there were some penalties and stuff, but what did you see there? And do you think Davante might be able to help in that area?
Yeah, I would imagine Davante is going to help in every area, but definitely just some missed stops in the red zone. You know, a little bit of execution, a little bit of penalties. The combination of those two, and you just weren't as efficient as you needed to be down there. You know, that Todd Downing, if you look at his career, you know, especially when you look back to his time as a coordinator with the Titans, they were always excellent in the red zone. And I absolutely anticipating us to be the same, you know, so it wasn't characteristic of the red zone we're capable of, but very fixable things down there.
With Tyron Smith looked like he, through the course of the year so far, it looked like he's had a couple of hiccups, and then last night he obviously had a couple of glaring ones. How do you assess him so far? Do you see, just how do you assess him so far, especially last night?
All that Tyron brings, he's playing good football, but all he brings is, it's not just the football field. He brings so much to the classroom and the experience of these young guys as well. I really believe Olu's going to be a special player in this league, and he's so fortunate to be mentored again by a guy like Tyron. Tyron's playing solid though, and Tyron will tell you that obviously we could all play a little better, coach better, the whole thing, but he's playing solid.
Take a couple more for Coach. A couple more.
Jeff, with the way you guys used CJ last night, he seemed like he was just in base. Is that his role going forward? Is that him because he's not 100% yet?
It was just a byproduct of just easing him in. The fact that he missed multiple weeks, and want to make sure that he is 100% before we play him in full capacity. So it was more byproduct just being out a couple weeks.
And also, do you have updates on Chuck Clark and DJ Reed?
Yeah, Chuck Clark's got an ankle. Too early to tell exactly how long that injury will take. And DJ had a groin and same mass. Still have to assess where's that.